Hello, everybody. As you probably know, it's me, TheRedMageKro, and welcome back to, Trails in the Sky, yeah. So today, I kind of figured that I'm going to try something a little bit different. I want to see exactly how well it is for me to play this game with just the mouse. Interestingly enough. So we'll be trying this episode at least with the mouse. So, let's go! So this is gonna be Hotel Roland, which means that our next mission is gonna be in here. Where they're located? I have the bathroom. So it seems like I used the scroll wheel to kind of change the camera view. Oh, hey, look, it's you. How do I talk? There we go. Well, good afternoon, Estelle and Joshua. Did you, by any chance, come for a visit? Would you like a spot of tea? Oh no, the British! I'm guessing maybe you... Next is the Bose region for us. Speaking of Bose, the rare items store... Okay, onward to the Bose, so it's not that. Maybe we have to talk to this gentleman?
Vern, I was wondering if I could ask you something. Is it true that the people from the magazine company are staying here?
Oh, you certainly have the right about that. Do you have some business with them? Actually, we're here representing the guild to cooperate with them on getting a story. Really? Is that so? And I regret to inform you that the both of them are out at the moment.
Oh. Well, do you know where they went?
That reporter fellow said something about heading over to the bar. How about you try asking there?
The bar. Got it. Thanks.
We appreciate the help. Alright, well... God, those bushes got in my way. Okay. Yeah, so it seems like scroll wheel definitely controls the camera so that I can change the view at the least. I'm at the bar, but I don't know exactly who is primarily. Maybe we gotta talk to you? Who you get supposed to be?
Are you perhaps the reporter from the Liberl news?
That's right. How do you know that? I like getting the scoop on things, but I hate when people try and pry into my life. What business do you have with me? We're here representing the Bracer Guild. We were told that you had a request, an escort. Oh, so you finally come, have you? I've been waiting forever for you guys to show up. So, where's Cassius Bright?
Well, the thing is, he had another job come up. He's not even enrolling.
What? I came all the way here so I could get a story on this famous bracer. Right. What a waste this trip has turned out to be.
I don't get what you're so disappointed about. There's no need to get your boxers in a bunch. We got you covered.
I guess I don't have much of a choice. You'll have to do. Wait, what did you just say?
Don't get your boxers in a bunch?
No, the "we've got you covered" part. What do you mean by that?
It's just like Joshua said. We are representative bracers. Oh, and here's our referral.
Hey, this has to be some kind of bad joke. Are you trying to tell me you little brats are bracers?
Brats? That's how you're supposed to address a lady?
I mean, technically, Estelle, I'm sorry to say this, right? But you technically are, and still, a little brat. You're only like, what? How old are they? Didn't they say, like, you know, they were 14 and that it was like 8 years ago or something? I guess that they would be a little bit on the older side if that was the case. Huh. What do you mean, lady? There's nothing sexy about you in that outfit. If you don't like my assessment, then how about slipping into a skirt and acting like all the other girls your age?
This clothing is specifically designed for those who wield a staff, and this looks like a skirt too. Are you blind? You're such a rude old man.
Who are you calling an old man? I'm still in my 20s, dang it. Oh, God. Getting back to business, sir. The fact is that we were dispatched by the guild. I'd be more than happy to introduce you to someone else, but I don't know when they'll be free. Can't extend the deadline any longer. I guess I got no alternative. Alright, rejoice, you kids. I'm going to leave this up to you.
What a generous old man you are.
Easy, Estelle. I'm Joshua, and this here is Estelle. And you are? I'm Niall Burns, ace reporter for the Liberl News. Although we won't be working together for long, yes, I hope you'll do a good job.
Huh. I'll be grateful when this is all over, too. By the way, where exactly is it that you want us to guide you to? The way I see it, you need a trusty guide because you're headed somewhere dangerous, right?
Right. Our destination is the Esmelis Tower. Sure you heard of it before?
Ah, that's it. Not only have we heard of it, but we were there on a job not that long ago.
Well, this may work out after all. So what I really want you to do is guide us to the tower roof. Want to get a picture for the magazine.
Well, aren't you the thrill seeker?
By us, do you mean that someone else is coming along too? Yeah, I got my camera woman with me. She said something about her orbital camera not working right, so she took off to the orbital factory. But she should have been back by now.
If you're in a hurry, wouldn't it be a good idea to head over there now? No doubt you're going to take off to get your story once you meet up with your partner, right?
Yeah, that's true. Alright then, let's head straight to the tower once we pick up my partner from the orbital factory. Alright. Sounds like a plan. Let's go out this way. Let's go! Here we are.
Wait, anything but that. I'll do anything you ask. Just please give me back my camera. It's worth more to me than my own life.
This is the problem. What should I do about this, Dad? You're the one who took the job, so you're the one who has to deal with it.
What's all the fuss about?
Could this person be... That's her, all right. Hey, Dorothy, how long are you going to keep me waiting? Dale! Should that be your voice? No. I mean, I could. I'd be like, you came at just the right time. No, I don't like it.
Nail, you came at just the right time. Please help me out here.
Yeah, no, we're going there. What did you do this time? You didn't waste all your money, so now you don't have enough for repairs, did you?
That's amazing. How did you guess? Are you like clairvoyant or something?
When you do the same thing that many times, even an idiot would know what's going on.
You know this person?
So they asked this, but can I get you to pay the repair costs? Fine, but I'll need you to write it off as a business expense. How much? Let's see. The decorative clock and the repairs together are 2,000 mira. Hold on! I can understand the repairs, but what's the deal with the decorative clock?
Well, I was looking around the store while he was doing the repairs and I saw a pretty clock and when I picked it up it broke. But I'm glad we can write it off as a business expense. How wonderful is that?
That kind of amount is not going to be covered! Good. Guess I'm gonna have to pay out of my own pocket. Get my money back later. Here's your 2,000 Mira.
And this is your receipt. This is unbelievably awkward combination if I've ever seen one. No doubt about that. But the fact that he'll pay out of his pocket for someone means he's probably pretty nice to work under.
Sorry to keep you waiting, kids. Had to take care of a little trouble.
Who are these kids, Niall? Niall?
The other Bracers who will be acting as our escorts and guides. They'll be taking the place of Cassius Bright, with whom we originally made arrangements.
These young kids are? I'm Estelle. It's nice to meet you.
And I'm Joshua.
So it's Estelle and Joshua, is it? You may be young, but you seem reliable. I'm Dorothy Yacht. I'm the new cameraman woman from the Liberl News. At the moment, I'm training under Nail.
Why'd I get stuck babysitting this blockhead of a girl? I feel that so much! That darn editor-in-chief.
Relax. Something good will come out of it all soon enough.
You're one to talk! Never mind. Just forget it. Now that we got everyone together, how about we go and get our story?
Our destination is the Esmeralda's Tower, right? Alright, let's go. Right on!
Oh, there's so much talking. So much talking in this game. Which isn't bad. Well, like, typically, you know, when it comes down to a lot of the RPGs I play, it's typically a lot along the lines of, you know, we do a bit of talking, and then there's, like, long, you know, situation where, like, battle occurs and whatnot, and... Oh. So she's at least somewhat helping. And then, like, you know, it's a long time in between, like, talking, so you can just kind of, like, focus on grinding. And, like, we could technically, you know, focus on grinding and whatnot in this game, too. That's not a problem. It's just that, like, we're still very much so at the, you know, beginning of it, so... I mean, you know, fighting everything that we potentially can is okay, but it's not necessarily a big, you know, big deal. Big deal? What I'm trying to say is, no, don't need to be here, is that I don't need to be, you know, primarily training this early. It's good to get some stuff in, and honestly, I could definitely go over here to Mistwald and do a lot of training over there. That would definitely get my, levels up. But, yeah, not really something that I feel like I need to really do at the moment.
Whoa! This tower's really tall! Wonder how many floors it has. Last time we were here, we only made it as far as the second floor. Judging from the scale, I'd say it probably has about 5 or 6. It should be 5. At least, that's what is said in the book at home. It was investigated some time ago, but it looks like it was abandoned after that. That reminds me. It seems like there's a number of other towers like this in Liberl.
That's correct. There are towers similar to this one in Bose, Ruan, and Zace regions. They all seem to have been built around the time that the Liberal Kingdom was founded.
Is that so? I think I'm starting to feel the history already.
My job this time is to uncover the truth about them. Dorothy, give me a few long-angle shots of this place.
Sure! Please make sure that the lens is off. Here we go! Amazing. The photographer's personality supposed to change by taking a camera in their hands like that? She certainly looks like a pro. She fell asleep. Snork. Ow! That really hurts, Nail.
This happens every time you try to take a picture like that. Quit trying to act professional and get me the shot using your usual style.
Guess I shouldn't try to tone down my style just to look good. Well, I guess I'll have to do it my own way. Oh, looking good, looking good. Now that's what I call sexy and cute. Here we go. Say cheese. I don't get it. Why is she doing that when she's not taking photos of a person?
Somehow it seems natural for her. You said that she can see the expression of the scenery. Whatever that's supposed to mean. Believe it or not, she takes some pretty breathtaking pictures, acting all ridiculous like that. I guess it could be considered a type of genius? The kind that's borderline insane, though.
Wow. People are sure never what they seem to be. Okay, I'm all done here.
Alright then, let's get inside. We're heading for the roof, counting on you two greenhorns.
You just leave it to us. I won't let any monsters lay a single paw on you. Oh god, I'm turning country!
Please make sure to keep close behind us. Oh no. That's always the thing. Country kind of bleeds into like how I normally do my voices. It's kind of funny. It's either country or kind of like Irish and or Scottish. It's usually one of the two. Hi. Up. Nail! Ooh, they're really weak to fire. Oh, no, wait, they're really weak to fire! Or are they weak to water? Wait. What does that mean? Does it mean they're weak to... I think it means they're weak to fire. So then does that mean that the other guy was actually weak to fire and water? Well, we'll see exactly how much this primarily does. Okay, they're weak to it. Got it. So the lower it is, the less it does. Gotcha. So that means that we definitely could have beat those things because we had both fire and water. Okay, okay. Always good. Alright, well, we're only supposed to be going up. So, what the hell is that? Come here! What are you? Not weak to wind. Said not weak to wind, and I try to hit it with a wind attack! Oh, healed. Oh god, Joshua, you're kind of low on HP, buddy. Well, it's going to die. I don't think I've seen magic miss once.
We're good to go.
Interestingly enough, we've never seen magic miss once. Oh, that's broken. That's also broken. I didn't even see this thing. What are you? You're so cute! Okay, what about you? You're not really where... Has the ability to steal a minuscule amount of EP. Dastardly fluff!
You need to go. Well, if anything, he definitely needs to... I can't use Hurricane, so I might as well use... Oh, but like, look at how low she has to go. I have to try and survive. I'm sure he'll survive. They don't really move all too much, so should be fine. Nice. Oh. I think we finally got like the 20%. I think. Hard to really say. Ooh, we are getting low on ooh, good damage. We are getting low on EP though, which is not good. You're gonna have to primarily focus on doing physical attacks. Goodness. Does kind of hurt a little that we can't fully kill them right out the bat. But they're quite pitifully weak. Let's hit that, and we can use Hurricane to kill both of them, really. Assuming that it hits both. Of course it doesn't. It seems to have a not good accuracy, at the very least.
Alright, we're good to go.
We got quite a bit of stuff, though. Okay, this is like floor 4. Let's go ahead and attack this one. Have to just get up close and personal with these things. Can you probably get like a picture? A picture would be nice. Just saying, you know? That's gonna be a little more helpful. Said you take turns walking. Honestly, like, I think that if I do, like, if I were to play this game and I wanted to get through it fast, I would think leveling up early game is probably a good idea. So, like, going to freaking whatever that little area down here in the map, going over to Mistwald, or whatever the hell it's called, would probably be a good idea. And the reason I say that is because if you can kill things in one hit, then primarily you'd be able to, you know, not have to spend so much time with them actually taking turns. That's just my thought process, though. Turn around. I'll take it. Yeah, I don't want to have to deal with all that. think I'm fine. Ooh, tree. That's cool, actually. Of course I have to go and feed the... No, I want that, though. I don't see a way for me to get it. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's about to be a boss encounter. Please don't be a boss encounter.
Wow, it's bright out here. Looks like we finally made it to the rooftop.
Would you look at this beautiful scenery?
Oh, this is something else. Looks like we'll be able to get a better shot than I had originally anticipated. And that's the thing I was telling you about earlier.
I wonder... God.
I wonder what's supposed to be exactly.
It looked like a John Oldman-operated cauldron, if you ask me.
According to my sources, it's some sort of ancient device. Although no one seems to know what exactly it's used for.
Hey, Joshua, did you know something like that was up here? Joshua?
It's no use hiding. I think it would be wise to come out where we can see you.
Oh. Please don't hurt me. I'll come out already. I'm coming out right now.
Who is this guy?
So somebody arrived before we did, huh?
What a surprise that was! Nice find, Joshua! And you are? I apologize. Please forgive me. I'll give you every last mirror I have. Please spare my life.
Looky here, buddy. Please don't mistake us for robbers or something weird. You do recognize this emblem, don't you?
Estelle showed the man her guild emblem. Wait, isn't that the Bracer Guilds? So you're trying to tell me that you're bracers?
In the flesh. I'm Estelle, and this is Joshua.
We're here as reporters from the Liberl News. We're having these two provide our escort so we can cover on the tower.
I'm relieved to hear that. Please just don't ever scare me like that again. But the fact that you say that leads me to believe we are going to scare you like that again. The fact that you came here like that made me suspicious of you all. Look who's talking. You seem like quite the suspicious fellow yourself. You mind telling us who you are exactly? I apologize for my belated introduction. My name is Alba, and I'm an archaeologist. I came to investigate the tower in order to further my research of ancient civilizations. All alone? I'm surprised I made it here in one piece. Somewhat. But actually, I've grown accustomed to investigating ruins like these. You see, I got a lot of confidence in my abilities to flee from monsters if need be. Although this time I found myself in a bit of a pickle.
You are one crazy scholar, if you ask me.
However, being an archaeologist would mean that you're familiar with the tower's origins, right?
More than the average person anyway. But since I only begun my investigation, there's still a lot of things I don't know myself.
That's fine. Is there anything interesting you could tell us about this place? It'll be used for an article.
Let's see. Has anyone heard of the Septerarians before?
I think Father Divine maybe said something about that before.
You mean the 7 treasures endowed with power and bestowed upon the ancients by Ibedios, right? Idios. That's exactly what I'm referring to. It seems these ancients ruled the earth, seas, and skies using the powers of these treasures. It has also been written that they were able to unlock the secrets of time and life. Approximately 1,200 years ago, when this ancient civilization was destroyed by a mysterious calamity, these Septarians were also lost.
That is the legend also recorded in the scriptures of the Septian Church. What does it have to do with this tower? part of the legend states that one of these septarians slumbers somewhere within Liberl. Its name, the Aureole.
The Aureole? The word certainly has a strange ring to it.
If the legend is really true, I figured I might be able to find some clues here in this tower, since it's one of the oldest ruins in all of Liberl. So I came out to investigate.
Aw, that's an inspiring story.
It is, isn't it? You feel my passion for things of antiquity, right? This is splendid. I'm overjoyed that there is someone else who understands the way I feel. So, did you find any of those clues you were looking for? Why do you look so angry? Like you know something, Joshua. I'm still working on that part. But if I can figure out how this device works, I might be onto something. I think it's an interesting story. As it stands, it's a speculative one. From what you told me, it's fair to say, it wouldn't fly as an article. I see. That's extremely disappointing to hear.
I'm surprised myself. Contrary to my expectations, you are serious about the articles you write. Oh dear God, I swapped up voices. Oh no!
That's because I can't write articles based on uncertain news sources. We may run the occasional gossip column, but it's the policy of the liberal news to verify our information. That aside, let's get to what we came here for, shall we? Dorothy, I want you to get several panorama shots of the Roland region. Everything else I'll leave up to your aesthetic touch. Get out there and get me some good pictures.
Understood. Your apprentice, Dorothy Yacht, is ready for action. Whee!
And as for you, Mr. Archaeologist, how about heading back to town with us once we're done here? These two kids may look like a couple of brats, but they do a pretty fine job as escorts.
Something about the way that makes me feel like it wasn't a compliment.
It's alright with you to have me along, and that's far more than I could have asked. Then I guess it's decided. How about we take a break until Dorothy finishes getting her shots? Jeez. Just the random heart.
Wow, the view is great up here. Especially this long circular line here that we're looking at. This dark curvature of darkness. From this height, I can see all of Roland. With the scenery this good, if someone turned this place into a tourist spot, it'd probably make a boatload of Mira.
Yeah, probably right about that.
What's wrong? You look a little pale.
I can't hide anything from you, can I? After we stepped on the roof, I just started feeling a little woozy.
Are you going to be okay?
Yeah, I think I'll be alright. To get a bit of fresh air. Oh, is he... He's probably, like... has a slight phobia of being up high. Maybe. Why don't you make the best of this opportunity and have a look around yourself?
But...
broadening one's knowledge during a time like this is all a part of being a bracer. If you come across anything of interest, you can tell me about it later, alright?
Sometimes you can be such a smooth talker. You know that? Alright, I'll have a look around. But, if you start feeling any worse, you let me know. Okay?
Sure. Okay, let's just kind of go ahead and, ooh, it's probably not a good idea to save, is it? Because if something happens and I can't actually, like, grind, we'll be in a bit of a pickle. But we can erase, so we're gonna make a secondary thing there. Hello.
Oh, Estelle, this place is wonderful, isn't it? I'm even starting to wonder if the number of photo quartz is going to be enough. The scenery is great, like you say. By the way, what's a photo quartz? It's an ultra-thin crystal circuit fabricated from septium. It's set up so you can take a photograph by burning it with light. That's just what I'd expect from a camera woman. Someone who knows the tools of the trade. Tee-hee! That reminds me, what's the deal with Joshua? Oh, he says he's getting some fresh air. A raven-haired young man standing silently in the flowing breeze. I think I could take a really good picture with that kind of setting. You think he'd let me snap a shot if I asked him? He doesn't seem to be a fan of that kind of stuff. I think he'll probably turn you down. Aw, what a waste! He's probably just shy, right?
Probably. You there, Mr. Sir.
Oh, hi there. Estelle, was it? Is your partner feeling alright? Yeah, he says he just wants to get a bit of fresh air. I see. There's certainly a nice breeze up here, isn't there? Wanted to say, however, that I'm impressed that both of you are bracers at such a young age. If I remember correctly, one must be at least 16 years of age to qualify to become a bracer, right? So they're probably 16. You sure know your stuff. That's right. I'm exactly 16 myself. How nice it is to be young. There are limitless possibilities at that age. If I were about 10 years younger, I'd solve the mysteries of all these ancient ruins across the entire continent with these very hands. The entire continent, huh? That's a pretty tall order. Which means you're not from Liberl, right? No, I was born in the north. But just for the record, I'm not from Arabonia. You don't have to worry about that. Oh, I hate war with a passion. That hatred isn't directed at the people from the Empire. You lost someone dear to you? Oh. Yeah. My mother. I'm sorry. Didn't mean to bring up any painful memories. It's okay. It happened more than 10 years ago. And since then, there's been a new addition to the family. Oh, so you mean that boy over there? Yeah, he's like a little brother. Although he's probably trying to act more like an older brother.
Are your eyes red, man? No, I don't think they're red. From afar, they kind of look red. Closer inspection, it could still be red. But maybe they're brown.
I wonder why I'm telling you all this. Usually this isn't the kind of thing a person tells others. It's perfectly fine. Aren't good relations such a wonderful thing?
Interesting. Hey, buddy. Oh, man. The taste of a cigarette is wonderful. At first, I wasn't in the mood to come do a story in a rural place like Roland, but sometimes these types of places aren't so bad.
If you want to be rude like that, maybe you shouldn't come at all!
No can do. This was the direct order from the editor-in-chief to teach that blockhead girl a thing or two. Otherwise, I'd be all over the kingdom searching for the latest scoop right now.
When you say scoop, don't you just mean gossip for your next article?
Not that I'd have anything against gossip. The reportage is predominantly greater. And in that sense, the place that has my interest peaked is Beausset.
Beausset region? Did something happen there?
A number of large burglaries have taken place one after the other. The identity of the criminal is unknown, but it seems as though the group has got a pair of wings.
Wings? Oh, I see. An airship. Right. What are they? Sky bandits or something?
That seems to be the most logical conclusion. Is that going to be our party member? Is that going to be our thief? Please let that be our thief! Oh, there's There's also the possibility that this could be an imitative deception from the Erebonian Empire.
What? That's impossible. We're supposed to have a peace treaty with them.
Sure, but the Empire incurred some heavy losses during the war 10 years ago. They can't do much now that every other nation on the continent has their eyes on them, but it could be a way to get back at us. That said, nobody really knows for sure. Which is why our job as reporters is to bring these things to light. Alright, how you doing?
You still feeling sick, Joshua?
No, I'm much better. I should be good to head back whenever everyone's ready.
I'm relieved to hear that. I brought this all on anyway. I doubt it was a lack of oxygen in the tower because the rest of us are alright. Maybe it was a sudden fear of heights?
You don't think so?
Estelle! Joshua! Are you finished taking pictures? You bet I am! And I got a lot of good ones too!
Then it looks like we're done here. How about we head back to town? Alright, greenhorns, lead the way. I'm counting on you, children. Oh wow, it just puts us all the way back here. Thank you, actually. Thank you so much for escorting me back here. This is the first time I've been able to make it back to some ruins without being chased or bitten or... I don't know how to begin to express my appreciation. You don't need to thank us. It's our duty as bracers.
I think you'd be better off hiring some bracers to begin with next time you go off and investigate some ruins.
My head says yes. But my wallet says no. I feel that! I'm low on money! I had to take 2 sick days, and, 2 sick days doesn't sound a lot, but to be perfectly honest, when that's let's see. I had I think I got I lost about roughly $200 or so from not going to work for 2 days. You gotta also understand that that's also after taxes have been taken out and all that, so... Oh wait, but I did get that slight bonus which probably helped out. So I technically might have lost more than I thought. Yeah, that's rough. So I'm a little bit low on money. I mean, it also doesn't help that I kind of splurged and got a little something for myself as well. But I've been saving up to get that, so you know. Either way, I'll try to save up a bit though. Well, have a wonderful day, and I hope we can all meet again. He seems like some kind of villain. I don't know. I think it's about time we said goodbye as well. I was a bit nervous at first, but you kids did a fine job. Let me just say thanks to you, the both of you.
That's what I like to call... God dang it!
You know, honestly, she's the country bumpkin, isn't she?
That's what I like to call raw skill.
But don't get all cocky on me. First, as I know, would make the two of you look like little fledglings, not ready to leave the nest. Going to need to work harder.
I'll try to remember that.
So the two of you heading back to the company soon? Nah, we're gonna spend a day or so relaxing here in Roland. I need to write up a rough draft up for some articles and such.
I'll head over to the Ouroboros factory and get these photos developed. Take it easy, you two.
Huh.
I guess that's the last of the jobs we got from Dad. They were so much tougher than I thought they'd be.
I agree with you there.
I feel like we have a greater awareness now of what it means to be bracers. It's not just about fighting or justice. There you go again, saying all the right things. Yeah, I guess I get where you're coming from. It seems like we got a long road ahead of us if we want to succeed in this profession. For the time being, why don't we report to the guild? That sounds like a good idea. Oh, but before we go, how are you doing? Still not feeling well? Thanks for asking. I'm feeling a lot better. Okay, so this is where we kind of come to like a bit of a, I don't want to say standstill, 'cause it's not really a standstill, but kind of like a crossroad, right? Oh, if I wanted to, we could definitely go to Mistwald, really like load up on some EXP there. The only issue I have with that is that there's not anything there as far as I am aware. That's going to make it easy for us to grind there. There are those big Portisy guys, and they are weak to water as well as fire. But they're also going to do a lot of damage to us, you know, as a result as well, which could very well put us in harm's way. So without there being an actual, like, healing thing there, like a little tent thing, little thingamajig, the little blue orb, it's not really like a easy thing for us to primarily go and grind there. It's not too terribly realistic, I'd say. Not to mention the killer wasps and their poison. I mean, we do have the anti-poison, so there is that we can primarily do. We could just kind of equip the, you know, the silver earrings. We don't have to worry about being poisoned. And that would definitely help us out as well. I wouldn't mind having a grinding session for that. But also, altogether, with that being said, we're still in the early game and I don't necessarily need to do that. Would it make it faster for us completing stuff later? Yes, I do think that is, you know, primarily something to kind of consider. But, like, part of me wants to, like, go over there and kind of, like, try and whatnot. Because I think we're about to, like, get story. This entire area is probably about to get destroyed. I honestly hope not. But you never know with these types of games. We need something in order to kind of like push us out of Roland here and into some of the other areas. More than less likely, we're going to be going to Bose next, which is this area. Something's going to happen that's going to make us go here. Or it could very well be that we won't go to Bose next because the Empire is relatively at the border. But just from like what he said, Bose does seem like it's going to be the next area. If I had to guess though, I say that if we do get attacked, we're going to go into Graniel. Probably. And that's only because, like, it seems like it's very well fortified to protect us if something goes bad. Like, nothing really here... nothing I can really tell is going to be, like, you know, what's endgame or anything of the sort. So I couldn't really tell you. But at least that's, like, what I think. I think that for now, we'll just kind of go to the Bracers Guild and we'll kind of like go over everything. Yeah. Oh! Estelle, Joshua. Shara, what are you doing here? This is a rather rare occasion. Usually out and about. I just finished up the jobs I took over for your father. And I was reporting to the guild. So you finished your load too, huh? Somehow or other, I guess. I heard from Ina that you guys are doing too bad yourselves. I guess everything I went through to train the two of you amounted to something. Well, grateful too. Well, I guess we'll report in as well then. Go ahead. Let's hear what you got.
Yep. So we completed 13 jobs. Hell yeah. And now we're 7th! Yes! Receive Eagle Eye Quartz as a perk.
Good work, you two. How about you, Sarah? Don't you think they've done a fine job? For a bunch of newbies, you did an average job. But you shouldn't be satisfied with that level of work. Especially you, Estelle. You're always the first to get on that high horse of yours.
Okay. I get it already.
Great work, all of you. I'm surprised that you were able to fill the work gap left by Cassius so quickly. I wonder if we'll be able to relax for a bit now.
I don't know. I can imagine that the downtime might be a bit of a drag.
Well, that won't be a problem, since there are plenty of other small jobs like patrolling the roads and exterminating monsters. It's been a while since I've been able to take a break. Alright, it's time for my reward. I'm going to drink until I can't drink anymore tonight. Estelle, Joshua, you two join me as well. Oh no! It's the drinking party!
You have to watch you get plastered and make a fool of yourself?
Oh, so what you're saying is that you're turning down my invitation? You got a lot of nerve to do something like that to your mentor.
Oh, what am I supposed to say? Your drinking habits are intolerable. You cause a ruckus, dance like a maniac, and try to strip in public.
Agreed. It's pretty embarrassing.
Sarah, just where do you think you're going to take these underage kids? Come on, the alcohol is what's making things entertaining. You're against coming along with me, and you don't need you, Estelle.
Really?
Yep. Instead, I'll just have Joshua make up for your absence.
Why me? Please, Sarah, no!
Now hold on a minute!
Joshua, you look like you'll make a fine companion. Whether we're talking booze or something else behind closed
Doors, I'll help her! Sarah, no! He is a child! Break me in!
Alright, you big pervert, Joshua. Why are you drooling like that?
That's not what you think! Oh, we got a major problem!
Here, Klaus?
Estelle, Joshua, Sarah, I'm glad to see you. Saved by the bell. What's wrong, sir? Why are you in such a hurry? This is terrible. My home. Disaster. It's gone.
What?
Alright, calm down, Mayor Klaus. Take a deep breath and let it out.
Shoot. Apparently, it seems as though my home was robbed while I was out. Huh?
What?
That's not being calm at all, Estelle.
I had something to speak with Father Divine about, so I was over at his chapel, and when I came home, it was rather odd for no one to greet me at the door. So I looked around, and the rooms were in a state of great disarray.
Wait, what about your wife and Lita?
Don't worry, they're both fine. I found them locked up in the attic room.
Oh, that's a relief to hear.
It's lucky no harm came to anyone. Won't get us anywhere just sitting around here. Could you take us to this crime scene, Mayor Klaus?
Absolutely. I appreciate your cooperation.
Wait for me. I'm going too.
Good idea. We may be able to be of some help.
Well, if you insist. Ina, we'll be at the mayor's place investigating the incident. If you have anything come up, just toss it in on Ridge's shoulders. I'm sure he's just relaxing at the bar anyway. Yes, I'll do that. And everyone be careful.
Oh. Wow. This place is an absolute mess.
The crooks really tore through here.
Look at the safe.
The septium, which was supposed to be given to Her Majesty the Queen, has been stolen. I'm really sorry.
Especially after having you go through all the trouble to bring it here. It's not you who should be apologizing. It's the crooks who are in the wrong. By the way, how are the other rooms in the house? The other rooms, for the most part, appear to have been left untouched. They're about as messy as the attic room, in which my wife and Lita were locked up in. Estelle, Joshua, there's something I want you to do.
Which is?
I'll speak with the mayor about the incident. I want you to check out the inside of the house.
You mean, like an on-site investigation?
Are you sure we're up to the task? Since we're all here, splitting up would be the best way to cover the most ground, no?
Alright, we'll see what we can do.
Proceed carefully and deliberately. Alright, Mayor Klaus, how about we talk in the parlor? Sure, now where to begin? So they think that the person's still here.
An on-site investigation, huh? I'm starting to get butterflies in my stomach.
How about we start from this room? Let's not forget to ask for witness statements from other residents.
Sounds like a plan.
Let's see.
Just like the mayor to have a ton of difficult books like this.
Looks like he got some valuable... Dun 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 dun. I like this music, hold up. Looks like he's got some valuable antique books here as well. The criminals either had no idea about the value of the books or...
It's just a clutter box, right? It's empty as well.
The box lock looks like it was burned off. Criminals may have used an orbital gun.
Here. Just like the mayor to have a tons of books.
Yeah, okay.
The gift that we delivered to the mayor for the queen is those crooks aren't gonna get away with this.
Doesn't look like they jimmied the door either. They must have decrypted the combination and opened it, or...
They really have cracked the combination?
It's not impossible, but I imagine that it'd be difficult for anyone besides a skilled pro. My best guess is that they figured out the combination using a much simpler means.
What do you mean by a simpler means?
Well, let's see. They could have, for example, dusted the buttons with a special powder. A powder that could have absorptive properties, and due to its fineness, it would be invisible to the naked eye. However, if a blue light were placed over it, it would glow.
Alright, and?
So let's imagine for a minute that the mayor entered the combination with the powder present. The powder on the buttons would stick to his fingers and come off. This would be one way to know which buttons were pressed.
Now wait a minute. Wouldn't they still not know the order in which the buttons were pressed?
That's not exactly the case. As the powder collects on the fingers increase, the amount taken from the buttons would decrease. In other words, the crooks could press the buttons in order starting from the least luminescent. It might be a little more difficult if there were duplicate numbers, but the crooks should be able to make a pretty good guess as to what they are.
That makes sense. Joshua, are you a genius or something?
That's just basic knowledge. Anyway, let's check out the buttons. It's not. Just as I thought, powder was used. But there's no doubt in my mind that this safe was opened using the same method I just explained.
Oh, right. Now the big question is, who dusted the buttons with that powder? We know it would have at least be someone who visited the residence.
Right. Now figuring out who that is going to be the tricky part. Let's see.
This place is all torn apart. Ida would probably faint if she saw this.
Looks like the books on the shelf have been scattered about the room. Seems kind of senseless to have been done like this. Check over here.
Look, there's some marks on the railing.
You're right. They're fresh too. Looks like something metal dug into the wood.
I think that this is going to be... Let's see. Oh, leave. Huh? What's this? Service leaf. Don't you think it's a bit strange for a leaf to be in a place like this? On top of that, it's not a type that grows around here.
Sharp, Estelle. This is the place where the residents were locked up. It's probably dropped by one of the criminals as they were locking everyone up.
So it's a key piece of material evidence, then.
Alright. Oh, hello. Lita.
I had such a scare. I was cleaning up the attic when suddenly a bunch of masked men came barging in. Masked men, huh? That means this wasn't a one-man job.
How many people were in the group?
It probably gets about 3 or 4. Oh, that reminds me. One of them was short. It might have even been a girl.
Okay. So, potentially a girl. Hello.
Are you alright, ma'am?
Yes, I'm fine. The intruders weren't violent towards us. Is there anything you notice in particular about the intruders? They were wearing masks, so I wouldn't be able to tell you anything about any specific features. That reminds me, I'm certain the front door was locked. I locked the door just to be safe since my husband had gone to the chapel. Thought there would be 2 of us here. Wonder how in the world they got in. Oh, we've already figured that out.
You said that the door was locked, right, at the time of the burglary? Doesn't look like the lock's been broken either.
Which means they got in another way. Had the mayor run me through the details. How about you two? Did you find anything? I mean, why would I need to look around a bit longer? Is there something that, like, I could potentially have missed? As far as I'm aware, I don't believe that there's anything I could have potentially have missed, but I'm going to double check just to be on the safe side. Oh, the pot.
This pot's been tipped over, but there's nothing inside.
Looks like it only tipped over after being hit by something with force. I don't think that there's anything else realistic. Oh, but what about this?
There's several documents inside the drawer. They don't appear to have been disturbed.
There seem to be documents regarding Roland city government. The fact that these are as they are suggests there was no political aim involved. Okay, I think that's everything. I really do. I don't think that there's anything more. Of course, that also means I'm going to primarily, first things first, let's go ahead and erase that file. And save here. Yes. We found a lot of new evidence. Alright, and let's check the details one by one and see what you come up with. First off, who are the criminals after? The septium and the safe. How many of them were there? There's about 3 or 4. Where did they get into the house from? From the parent on the 2nd floor. Point blank, what is the portrait of those thought to have committed the crime? What is the portrait? Well, I guess you didn't specify who the criminals are with this information. What? Was there something I missed? They were close. For the past 2 or 3 days, you had any new faces in your study?
When you put it that way, I guess there's been a number of people. A reporter from the magazine company was one. Oh, those two came to visit you too, huh?
But at the time of the crime, they were with us at the Amelis Tower. I think we can cross them off the list of suspects. I see, so Mayor Klutz, were there any others?
Other than that, there was only Lisette. Let's not kid ourselves here. I think it'd be a bit of a stretch for her to be our thief. After all, she's a student at the Royal Academy.
Criminals aren't always dressed. They can be easily spotted. As for a school uniform, if someone puts their mind to it, they could create a replica.
I'm telling you, she was a really nice girl. She was modest and courteous. Right, Joshua?
I'm sorry to say this, but I completely disagree.
Huh?
During that time, the mayor's put the septium into the safe. The girl's eyes lit up like a hunter, eyeing her prey. Of course, since I had no conclusive evidence, I couldn't call her out on it. But at least to me, she didn't look like any ordinary student.
You must be joking.
Unbelievable! At any rate, it looks like we're gonna have to ask this girl a few questions. You wouldn't happen to know where she is, would you?
If I remember right, she should be staying at the hotel. But she said something about taking off to Roland sometime today.
Well, it looks like we're going to have to hurry then. Estelle, Joshua, let's try the hotel first.
Right.
Understood. Did I miss something? I want to get like the best... Hold up, wait. Traveler who visited recently. Okay, well, you did a good job investigating. It looks like we'll be able to specify who the creator... Okay. Alright, so, I mean, I did like one little thing. Okay. Either way, I think I'm going to end it here. Thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this episode. Oh man, I was honestly hoping that that person wasn't going to be like bad and that they can join our party. What if they are the thief? What if they are our thief? They're the thief from freaking Bose. They're the thief from the Bose. They crossed over and blah blah blah. Yes, that has to be it. Yes! How'd I do that? I don't think that like wasn't it like this and it like perfectly? I don't know. Either way, thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed and I'll see you all in the next part of our adventures. Bye-bye. Good God. Bye-bye. Oh my goodness, this house, it's huge! Woo! Oh! Oh wait! She's in our party? Wait. Hello! You have a whip. Oh my goodness. You've got some very big hands. I think. Maybe short hands? I don't know. Either way, hello!